Alright guys, so this is episode 2 of season 2, overall episode 27 of, no, 28 of Days of Pony My Way. So yeah, first off, before we begin, I forgot to say, we're over a third of the way there. We hit the 1/3 mark during A Bird in the Hoof, so hooray, 1/3 mark. This is, of course, episode 28, so we are closing in on episode 30, which is what is going to be, talked about today. Lunar Eclipsed! And of course, episode 33, the halfway mark, the last episode of the day, May the Best Pet Win. Yeah. So, here we go, The Return of Harmony, Part 2, by Emily Larson. It is Twilight Sparkle who realizes the elements hadn't been in the labyrinth at all. Actually, she doesn't even realize it until Discord shows her the facts. What are you talking about? I'm literally the element of chaos, hello? And, oh, you thought they were in the oh, Twilight, no, they weren't in the labyrinth at all. Listen to my rhyme again. Twists and turns are my master plan, then find the element back where you began. Never said they were in the labyrinth. Now, I gotta go. Bye-bye. He's out of there. And she's just like, okay, now what does that mean? Back where you began, library! By the way, at this point, the 5 others are just, they're going at it with each other. They're going at it with each other. AJ wants Rarity's diamond. Rarity wants no one to touch her diamond. Fluttershy touches the diamond, laughs at her. Pinkie thinks that she's laughing. Pinkie thinks that Fluttershy's laughing at her. It's just like, and Dash isn't even there at all. So yeah. By the way, rainstorm going outside. If I am not mistaken, I want to check right now, but I'll get that confirmed in the next episode. But yeah, so then she realizes, oh, okay, so he's right, they're not in here at all. But where are they? Library, perfect. So, let's get through this. Yeah, she tries to lead the gang back to Ponyville, but her friends are acting more like enemies while under the spell of Discord's dark magic. It seems that something related to their dysfunctional new personalities is also turning their coats a dull shade of gray. You guys notice? Look closely on the on all the characters here. Very, very full of color. Very full of color, right? Well, here's the thing. You look at them later in episode 2, they sort of gotten a bit lighter. They've gotten a bit like gray. Their colors are going away, in a sense. Completely different. Except for Twilight. Anyway, so after getting trampled by those bunnies, finding out that, oh, by the way, day and night were completely different, and the dirt roads are now turned into soap, and Ponyville is a complete disaster. After all that, after all that, Twilight takes refuge in the Golden Oak Library, where she enlists Spike's help to find a book about the elements. Which is actually this book. Or, if I can find the actual cover of the actual book. Is it in the Elements of Harmony? No, is it in? Yeah. That right there. All the way from episode 1, this book makes a return. This book makes a return to the show for the first time in not 26, but 27 episodes. For the first time in 27 episodes, the book makes a return. And it hasn't been there since. It hasn't been in the show ever since then. And it's been, over 30, that's 58, 35, 63, so 38. For 37 episodes plus the movie, The book has not been in here at all. So, yeah, now it's in the... But now we know why. It's in the human world. Never updating past season 3, though. So, anyway. Inside, she finds the elements of harmony themselves. However, none of her friends are happy to see the elements. Seemingly devoid of hope, Twilight also turns gray. So, they're not happy to see the elements. They find Discord, which is the picture here. They try to use the elements. They don't work. And then they're like, you know what? Screw the elements. Screw friendship. I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Just like in their own ways, they're all like that. And Twilight's just like, well, screw you too. And turns completely gray. In come about 300 grown men in a sweltering Chinatown building in Manhattan, New York. Insert all 300 of those men crying, or at least doing a collective, oh no, when she turns gray. I don't know what that's called. I don't know if that's a... I want to say that it's an awe, but that's like adorable. I don't know what the term would be. Anyway, she tries to force the elements onto their owners and unite them against Discord, which was before she turned gray. But in their disharmonious state, the elements have no power over him. Before she turned gray. Then she turns gray. And with Ponyville trapped in a state of chaos, Twilight heads back to the library to find Spike waiting with heaps of mail from the princess. And she's just thinking, I want to leave. Ponyville is not our home anymore, Spike. We're getting out of here. We're done. We're not, I don't know where we're going, but it's just away from here. And Spike's just like, the princess is sending letters and she left, make it stop. Blah. You know. Just horrible. Anyway, so then Twilight reads the letters. They're basically all the letters from season 1. Literally, every single friendship lesson that Twilight has sent to the princess comes back. She just says, return. It's like, oh crap, Discord's actually winning. Goes to her email. Return. Just, And, yeah. And then Twilight reads it, and then she realizes they are... And after she realizes they are all the letters she has written about friendship and she understands finally that Discord has been trying to distract her and her friends from how powerful friendship truly is. The fate of Equestria rests on her friendships. She's gonna do it for her friends, for herself, for Equestria. For herself, for them, for Equestria. I believe that's how it was. Yeah. So anyway, she runs to each friend and snaps them all out of their trances. How? She gets to the farm, finds out that AJ's lying, and, you know, Granny Smith's doing a really good, complete tap dancer. Big Mac becomes a dog. And she basically says, you know what, remember all of this from season 1? Boom! AJ remembers, and back to normal. And then, basically the same thing happens with Fluttershy, Rarity, and Pinkie Pie in that order. We don't really see what happens, we only see what happens to Fluttershy, we hear what happens to Rarity, and we only see the outcome of what happened to Pinkie Pie. Dash is not at home, she's just sitting on a cloud thinking that it's Cloudsdale, and here she is in the episode here she is in the season for the first time since she flew away, and here she is for the first time in the episode. Probably since the prologue. Anyway. So, yeah. Dash really doesn't want to hang out with her friends anymore. She wants to stay in Cloudsdale. So, wild Dash chase. And, yeah. Just craziness ensues. Just big craziness ensues with this. And, just Fluttershy and her actually becoming determined Pinkie Pie and Rarity getting in the Captain Ahab situation, and all this other stuff happens. But anyway, Rainbow Dash goes back. They find Discord again, and they successfully defeat Discord, learning that true friendship can overcome anything. Discord goes back to Stone after a gigantic milkshake explosion thing, gigantic magic bubble from Twilight, and then he's defeated. Gigantic double rainbow bubble setting back Ponyville, and Star Wars Episode 4 ending. Literally. Just that. Thank you, Mitch, for putting that in there. Thank you so much, Emma Larson. I'm probably going to say that a lot, but I'm going to say that at the end. So, for Sonic Rainboom, thanks, Emma Larson. For that ending, thanks, Emma Larson. And you'll see what I have to say about that for the Season 3 finale episode, but whatever. Friendship lesson is this. We learned that friendship isn't always easy, but there's no doubt it's worth fighting for. That is the end of the episode, and so far at this point, the end of Discord. My thoughts about this episode. I loved it. It was spectacular. It was amazing. It was one of the best season premiere episodes of all time. Not just because of Delancey or Larson or anything like that. It's just that good. So, what do I have to call this one? I'm going to call this a 9.3 out of 10. This is literally the same grade that I have given something else. And it's just that good. It is that good of an episode that is equal to what I gave another thing that I'm going to have to do the day of the premiere episode or the day before the premiere episode. I think it's the day before the premiere episode. So, yeah. Anyway, with that is it for episode 28. Season 2, episode 2, Return of Harmony. By the way, these episodes, the past 2 episodes and the next episode, both premiering at 9 a.m., so I could only imagine just how people felt about waking up 9 in the morning. Pfft, ponies. Next week, ponies. Next week. All that time later into August. And then more ponies. So, and then Lesson 0 pops up and it's just like, pfft, explosion, and it's like, ah. And then, of course, the next episode's gonna be like the 10 a.m. thing. It's like, oh, okay, so we got an extra hour now. Yeah. So, anyway, that is it for episode 28. Up next, episode 29, Lesson 0. Cuckoo episode by Megan McCarthy. Yeah. So, that's up next, and I'll see you guys for that episode. Later. No, I missed the button. Later, guys.